Hey Libra, I'm Eleanor and welcome to Peaches by Starlight Tarot. This is your third week of February pick a card reading. Not everything's going to resonate and that's okay. This is a general reading. I offer personal readings through my Etsy page and those will be done as an email one. And I sometimes communicate better in writing than spoken word anyway, so that might be something to get a more specific picture on what's going on with you. But do go ahead and hit that like button if you hear it anytime something during the reading that's of service to you is going to help you on your path. Go ahead and let me know by hitting that like button. Please subscribe if you want to keep up with the story because I have new readings that come out every week. And so let's see, what else do I need to tell you? So we are unpacking the monthly energy, which is the Three of Swords, and that's going to be talking about heartbreak and not wanting to repeat those negative cycles in your present and your future. And this week your energy is of making new friends. And these came out, this is from your 2020 video and your February video. Those are linked below if you want to see me shuffle on camera and talk more about the progression of how these fit together. I am using Divine Animals Oracle and the Guardian Tarot. And I have stack 1, this is stack 2, this is stack 3. They're time-stamped below so we can get right to it. Libra, stack 1, you have the King of Cups, the Hermit in reverse, and Cat, Intuition. So right off, the Hermit in reverse. I think I talk a lot about going within. I feel like there's been a lot of advice lately about going within and about tuning out other people. And now it's calling you out. It's time to emerge from that. There's just a sense to where too much of being in your own head can become disorienting and become unproductive. So they're wanting you to come out and connect and engage and be more playful and be open up into joyful connections and joyful interactions, and to try to let go of that helping nature and just connect for the sake of connecting. And that this history here, this Three of Swords, it may have been what drove you into that hermit mode, that drove you to not wanting to feel safe, not wanting to connect and not feeling safe connecting. But it does show that you have been doing this hermit work and you have been going within, you have been doing some healing, and now it's time to balance that out. That if you were to try to lean on other people and come out and be around other people instead of doing this hermit work, then that would be unhealthy and that would be unbalanced. But it's showing that you have been, and so your intuition is serving you better, your gut instincts are serving you better, and you are stronger and you have learned things that are going to prevent this from coming through again, and that you are in a better position to see things new and from a new lens, and that now at this time reaching out and connecting joyfully with others is the healthy thing to do, and that it is going to create more balance. All right, stack 2, Libra, you have the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, Four of Cups in reverse, and Red Fox, Strategy. So there's a little bit of a warning here where it feels like there could be some impulsive energy coming in and not thinking about the long term. So where we're talking about making new friends and connecting with other people, it does show you, I'm feeling like you are enjoying people in the moment and you are able to you are able to have fun, and that there's a positive aspect and then there's a guidance here along with that to help enhance what you're going through. And it's not about using people when we have strategy here, so, and making new friends. And so I want to be clear that this isn't talking about how to use people to your advantage, but seeing how they fit in, how these connections are significant and fit into the bigger picture because of how you're applying the lessons from this Three of Swords energy. So it's about recognizing that what you went through prepared you for these new relationships and new connections. if you hadn't been able to learn these lessons, these new relationships would be set up to fail, that they would be unhealthy, and that either you would be set up to fail or they wouldn't take off and grow at all. And so there's a need to kind of look at the past and the future and see the bigger picture and see the longer, I keep wanting to say the long game, but still that comes around to this, the strategy in the negative sense. It's more about the universe's strategy and seeing how the way things have worked out to your benefit, and they have worked out in a linear way, and how what you went through was the perfect setup for these healthy connections to come through. All right, stack 3, Libra, you have the reversed King of Swords, 10 of Swords, and Bison, which is ritual. So my 10 of Swords is my Dunzo card. So I'm feeling right off that it's showing that you are done being railroaded by others, showing you being finished measuring yourself by other people's expectations, that you've realized has not served you and has led you here to this heartbreak, and you're through and finished with that kind of thinking and that kind of measuring stick for yourself, litmus test. So with the ritual here, it's going to be talking about your social habits and what you do that fosters authenticity, how it is that you're able to show up in a way that shows both your dark and your light, that is less curated because of this way that you aren't trying to measure up to expectations, the way you aren't, and when you show up partially, the way you're more easily railroaded, because in order to stand up for yourself that would require standing on both of your feet and showing all of your size and all of your strength and having all of your parts. He's got this fragmented face, those cracks, and if you have if you're partial, then that railroading happens easier because you're soft and you're pliable and you're able to be mooshed over. But when you're whole and when you're showing up authentically and you're able to beam your light and show your darkness all at once, in this wholeness you become solid and you become unequivocal, as they say. So it's going to be talking about what it is in your self-care routine that helps you to show up this way, whether it means showing up less often, showing up with different people in different ways, choosing connections and friends that do allow this, and cutting out friendships that don't. And so it's going to be talking about the habits, whatever it is habitually that you need to do to keep yourself connected with yourself, that keeps that light and dark balance, that keeps you authentic, so that you no longer have that railroading and that not meeting other people's expectations because they're false expectations. And so how can you show up whole, and then people know you as you are, and you're able to eschew people and the expectations of others and the people that would hold you to certain expectations that are not authentic to you. All right, Libra, talk to you in a week. Thank you.